Larry, what's the latest on Nick? You know?
He banged his knee last game, and I think he hit it right on the same spot. He hadn't practiced. They iced it and gave him therapy, and he said he was good to go, and then I think he got hit on the exact same spot. But finals will cure that. But it was pretty amazing. We look down the bench, and we don't have a lot of guys that understand like he does. And they were doing a lot of things defensively to us that we hadn't seen, and I don't think I was helping us very much. We got a little bit tentative and tight, but it was a great win. They're a quality team. I think I watched Kansas State, lose by 10 opening day at Lawrence. Gives you some indication of how good they are. Feel bad that Williams got in foul trouble, but I feel the same way that Nick didn't get to play. So, but made some big plays at the end and made some bonehead plays. We had 2 fouls to give. That last possession they hit a 3, and we got kind of miscombobulated when they kept getting offensive rebounds. I think guys forgot, but to their credit, they made plays, and but we did some good things in overtime. Ryan made a great baseline drive. He ran down a loose ball, which was huge. Ben Amalagu hits a jumper and 2 free throws. Keith makes a big steal. There are a lot of really quality things, so got to be happy about that.
So there, you feel good about Nick not being injured for a long time?
I mean, I'm not a doctor or anything, but I trust Warren. He had a bruise. It's not structural or anything like that. It's a bruise. A lot of kids wouldn't have played today. Keith didn't practice today because he was sick. Sterling's been sick. Yannick's been sick. But Nick gave it a go, and I think maybe it was 7 days before our next game, hopefully, or 8 days, hopefully he'll be okay.
Their coach was very complimentary of Ryan Manuel, particularly what he did on the defensive end. You got 42 minutes out of him tonight. What did you think of Ryan's performance?
Well, you think I'd play him 42 minutes if I didn't like what he did?
Well, no, but you just said you were shorthanded and missing a lot of guys.
No, I was kidding.
I know.
He just, he beats himself up so much. But he's a great on-ball defender. He's doing other things that he hadn't been doing before. He even shot a baseline jumper and acted like it was going to go in. But again, he makes a big drive. He gets a big rebound. He runs down a loose ball. I don't know many guys that could have gotten that loose ball. And, those are winning plays. He was kind of devastated. He missed some free throws late, so it was kind of nice that he could finish the way he did. But he's changed our defense, because he puts good pressure on the ball, and our length sometimes really helps. And Keith's gotten so much better, guarding the ball. So I was proud of him.
In the second half, looked like they were shading Keith in that zone. What was the bigger challenge? Whether it's mentally, of not having Nick on the floor, or physically, because now all of a sudden you don't know how to shoot it.
Well, Justin hadn't missed a shot in a month. He had open looks, and then I think we got a little tight. We got a little foul trouble. Cannon really helped us with Yannick and Ben getting in foul trouble. But they changed defenses. They were matching up, kind of leaving Ryan alone, kind of shading to the shooters. And we didn't, I didn't do a good job of getting us in the right spots. I hadn't seen that. We went over a box and one thinking that, they might do that tonight, but And eventually we ran a little offensive, you know, man-to-man stuff late, and that's how we got a couple of open looks. But, you know, Keith made 3 or 4 in a row. I would think everybody'd say toward him. And if you look at the people we had out there, you know, that was pretty good coaching on their part. But again, you know, I think we have Malagu can make a shot. Ben Moore's getting better and more confident. You know, Keith obviously can make it. Nick can make a shot. Justin's a great shooter. We just got to find out how we can get him comfortable.
You mentioned that Keith had been sick. Was there any point in the second half or overtime where you thought about pulling him to rest him? Was he more worn out than usual?
No, he didn't. I just looked at him and he looked fine, you know, to me. I didn't see any, you know, I didn't see him laboring at all, to be honest with you. And he was going good, you know. He's always looking over and kind of wondering what I'm thinking, but, you know. So he was going good. I think it's important that you show confidence in him. He needs that. You know, the expectations have been so great for him, and his last 2 games have been a struggle. You know, he thinks he hurts us if he doesn't make shots. And I got to get him over that, because he's starting to do a lot more than just, you know, make shots. You know, last year I was concerned about him guarding, and, you know, now I get more and more confidence every day in the fact that, you know, he takes pride in that end and he's trying so hard. So.
Defensively, you did a great job against Williams. Now, this is the second consecutive game that you've kind of neutralized the interior play of your opponent. What has been the thing to turn around defensively on that side of it?
Well, one, he's unselfish. You know, he skipped the ball anytime he saw double teams. He gave it up. He got in foul trouble. I don't know. You know, sitting on the bench, playing with fouls, tough. I told him after the game I felt bad. You know, I think he's as good as big man as there is in the country, I think. You know, got unbelievable hands, great feel. It's really unselfish as can be. But sometimes you get in foul trouble, it kind of limits you a little bit. And also, we have length, you know. Coach told me that, you know, he thought we were longer than Kansas. I don't know about that, but I think we do have length. Cannon and Yannick and Ben are pretty long, so we wanted him to score over us and not put him on the line. I thought we did a good job in that regard. Nance, you know, we did a great job on Nance. That was probably our best defensive effort of the year by far.